Today we will study something more about the ocean currents. Ocean currents, they are formed due to difference in temperature, density, planetary winds. I repeat, ocean currents, they are formed due to difference in three things, that is temperature, density, planetary winds. In addition, we have more two factors, that is the rotation of the earth and the continental structure. In all, I repeat, ocean currents, they are formed due to difference in temperature, density, planetary winds, in addition to rotation of the earth and continental structure. Let us study each of these in detail. The rotation of the earth. The rotation of the earth, you have ocean currents, they start moving. If you have seen, the earth keeps moving, rotating from the west to the east, and because of that movement, the water starts moving. Now the water, they move in two ways, that is clockwise direction. Clockwise direction, that is the direction in which your clock keeps moving, the time keeps moving, the hands of the clock, they move in this way. So clockwise direction, that is in the northern hemisphere, you have the earth, this is the north and this is the south, and the equator divides it into two hemispheres, northern. So in the northern hemisphere, in this area, in the northern hemisphere, it moves in the clockwise direction, this way, clockwise. And anti-clockwise direction, that is the opposite direction, the other way around, in the southern hemisphere, that is on this side, in the southern hemisphere, it moves the other way around, this way. So in the north we have in the clockwise direction, and in the southern hemisphere we have in the anti-clockwise direction. Continental structure, that is according to the alignment of the coastline. Now coastline is, suppose you have seen the map of India, Gujarat. So this is known as the coastline. So according to the alignment of the coastline, direction of ocean currents, they keep on changing. They change according to the alignment of the coastline. Velocity of the ocean current, that is the speed, the velocity of the ocean current is around 2 to 10 kilometers per hour. I repeat, according to the alignment of the coast, the direction of the ocean current keeps on changing. Its speed, that is the velocity, is around 2 to 10 kilometers per hour. Now these ocean currents, they are divided into two types. Ocean currents, they are divided into two types. One is called cold currents and the other is called warm currents. Again I repeat, according to the alignment of the coastline, the direction of the ocean currents, they keep on changing. Its speed, that is the velocity, is around 2 to 10 kilometers per hour. And there are two types of ocean current. One is the cold current and the other is called as the warm current. Now let us study about the effects of the ocean surface current on human life. How are these ocean currents affecting our life, human life? Especially it affects the climate. See, it affects the climate. Regions having proximity to the sea, that means, like I told you, regions, you have seen the western side of India, it is very close to the sea, it is proximity to the sea. Or you have the eastern coast, it is proximity to the sea, the Bay of Bengal. So the climate is affected especially because of the regions having proximity to the sea. Now it happens in cold regions where it is cold places, in cold region, warm currents, the warm ocean currents, they flow, they move, the climate becomes warmer. So when these warm currents, they move to the cold regions, there the climate becomes warm. जहाँ पर जो ठंडे जगह होते हैं, वहाँ पर जब गर्म पानी पहुँचता है तो वो एरिया में वहाँ का जो क्लाइमेट है वो गर्म होना शुरू होता है. इट बिकम्स वार्मर. In some places, in some regions, the amount of precipitation increases. Precipitation means precipitation is either in the form of rainfall or in the form of snow. So the amount of rainfall or the snow, it increases. Example, warm ocean currents which flow near the West Europe, southern Alaska or the Japanese coast. What happens? The intensity of winter is reduced. जो ठंडी है वो कम हो जाती है. The intensity of winter is reduced and the place becomes warmer. ये जगह गर्म होना शुरू होता है. What happens? The result, जो नतीजा है, the ports do not freeze in winter. वहाँ पर ठंडी में वहाँ पर बर्फ जमता नहीं है पोर्ट्स के ऊपर. पोर्ट वो जगह है जहाँ पर पानी का जहाज आता है. तो अगर बर्फ होगा तो जहाज पोर्ट पे नहीं आ पाएगा. तो ये वार्म करंट्स की वजह से वहाँ का जो पानी है वो फ्रीज नहीं होता है. Had ocean currents been absent, अगर ये ओशन करंट नहीं होते, if they were absent, ocean waters could remain still. पानी वैसे के वैसे ही रहता, पानी हिलता नहीं. It would have remained still. Biotic components would not have food. जो भी पानी के अंदर जो भी जीव जंतु जो है, जो मच्छी है, दूसरे कीड़ाएं हैं, जानवर जो है पानी के अंदर, उनको खाना नहीं मिलता. और नतीजा क्या होता? What would be the consequence, the result? The marine life and its ecosystem, it would have been limited. See, I am explaining here what happens. The cold currents and the warm currents, they both meet, and because of that, in that area you have, inside the water you have these planktons growing, plants growing, vegetation growing, algae growing. See, plants, vegetation and algae, they grow, and this is the food for the fishes. The fishes come to eat this food over here, and that is why this area is also a good fishing ground. It becomes a good fishing ground. Example of such type of places is the Grand Bank, that is to the north of American coast in the Atlantic Ocean, and you have also the Dogger Bank, that is on the European coast.